bring you all of the updates and stories of what's trending around town.
Yes. Welcome once again to Word on the Street. Now, what is trending? Where should we start from, Po?
Tell me. I'm
All
ready,
right.
wherever you want to take us.
All right. Let's just start with Kofi Kinaata's issue. Now, on over the weekend, Kofi Kinaata got into an accident. Unfortunately, yes, over the weekend. Now, a video is making the rounds where he was meant to perform. So he was traveling to the town in Kofi to go and perform when the accident happened. And when he got on stage, he did just a very short time, 6 minutes on stage, and then he spoke to the audience, telling them about the accident and saying, because of basically respect for the injured, he would have to cut the performance short. And so he left the stage. Now, that video that he did out of that respect, is causing wahala for someone who is just minding his business in Kumasi, which is Lil Wayne. Oh, they are saying, Kofi Kinaata took his time to do this out of respect, but Lil Wayne didn't do the same. Movie then in Sembebre.
But he cancelled his premiere in Sunyani.
He did.
Plus, these are not even this. I hate that we are even comparing
exactly.
I mean, it was the day of the event that the accident happened earlier in the day. Too much had gone into it for him not to have been there, especially with the dignitaries they had invited and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that he even went there to go and overdo things to cause humor and crack people up like he would regularly do.
Exactly.
Because of what had happened. And again, because he was also feeling bad about the situation. And also he himself was injured. Yeah. These are two different things. I hate it when people always want to compare especially when they are not even comparing the same situations or things. Again, Kinaata's his action is very, very commendable. We can commend him for it, and of course, I saluted him when I saw that video. I was like, wow, this is a different sort of maturity and humanity. Then again, he is an activist of some sort, so you can understand what he did there. But see, when I say these are two different things, I mean, this was a performance that he had been booked to come and perform. He could either show up or not show up. He can either be paid for or not because of what had happened. You understand? So again, me knowing that the people's lives could be in danger, and I'm here jamming to it. Come on now. How inhumane would you see me? Then again, in this regard, it was not. I can't even compare the two, so I don't want to say anything that will make me sound insensitive.
Lil Wayne had made a solid investment. You understand?
It was too much to let go. Aside dignitaries he had invited, and it was just a few hours to the show. Nobody is saying that he did well by going to the place. I have always said that the fact that nobody from his team went to the guy, the little boy's family there and then to, sympathize with them and to just be there, be around, that I did not appreciate. And I did mention here that it was going to cause a lot of trouble. And of course it did. It really For did. That, they did not do well at all. If he couldn't have showed up there, he could have found someone, an elder or someone from his team, someone who could represent him.
Yeah, that's very true.
And then it wouldn't even have gotten as far as it did.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm trying so hard to pick my words carefully. Because I don't want anybody listening and thinking that I am being insensitive towards this. But these are two different things.
They are. They really are.
I bet you if Kojo at that time had sent someone forth to go to the family and say that we are not ignoring you. We will come home and we will see you
when the time
as
is
they
right.
happened, or even had showed up at the hospital to inquire about the child's health and the father's health as well. It would have been a different case altogether. And that was where they erred.
I see that.
But again, we live and we learn.
Yes, we do.
We live and we learn. So I'm sure that everybody has taken a thing or two or has learned something from this. But Kinaata's act was it was so beautiful and it was so respectful.
It was.
I appreciate it. But you can't compare these two situations.
You can't.
Ghanaians just like to, you see, now that there's something more serious that we should be focusing on. I'm not saying that the incident or the accident is not, but see where we are digressing.
Yeah.
We are taking the attention to. So before you know it, the main thing that we are talking about citizenry and then innocent people being picked up and all of, now it's going to just be swept under the bus till maybe about a week or days later. And then someone remember that, hey, these people are still there, or probably even the day they are supposed to show back up at court. Then would remember. Like, can we just stay focused? Again, well, the more we keep talking about these things, it hurts the families involved.
Yeah, you know, the family, the rider, you know, one rider passed.
Yes.
Apparently,
I've heard his uncle and his mom speak, and so I don't even want to, because you can imagine the pain they are going through. And then the family of the little boy in Kwejo's accident as well. So when you keep doing these things, you're hurting them more and more.
Yes, that's very true.
More and more. Nobody is saying that we can forget the fact that lives have been lost. But can we also respect the dead and show some sort of sympathy to their families and their loved ones as well? These are not the times to do these things.
True.
Apportioning blames is not going to bring them back. And that is, no matter how we see it, it is the painful truth. So how do we rather help them heal? It will not be difficult. I beg your pardon. It will not be easy. It's going to be a very difficult task. But with time.
Yeah, with time.
I had the uncle of the young man speaking. And he said he had gone out with a young guy. He asked him to drop him somewhere and come back for him in 2 hours' time. When I heard that, I was like, okay, so what if he didn't even have to go back and come for his uncle? Maybe what if he had stayed with his uncle? Maybe he could have been alive.
Maybe.
So then again, it brings me back to what I started the show with, being at the right place at the right time, and not at the right place at the wrong time, or at the wrong place at the right time. It is just God. All these things are possible. It can happen to anybody. It's just by God's grace and his mercies that see us through. So maybe let's just, sometimes these things are needless. They are needless. Let's try to empathize and sympathize with people. Do not cause them pain. You think you're just throwing words out there, but you're causing them more pain because they hear that, oh, okay, so it means that, oh, this person did not even value our family or the life that they took from us.
True.
And now you're causing them even more grief. Pain. It's not nice.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, Anyway, moving on. Woody Maya is facing some small fire, and honestly, you know, let me just break it down to you before because I don't get it. When we do something, are people doing things based on their political party or doing it for Ghana? Because honestly, I don't see why Woody Maya is facing fire at this particular time. But what he did just this morning, he posted on his Facebook, you know, this is not the same Ghana we know. Hashtag free the citizens. As rightfully he should, because yes, free the citizens, especially those who were not even involved in the protest. Free them. Now, somebody comes to comment under Woody's post and he says, this happened in your wife's country, Kenya. The GH protesters were arrested for taking the law into their hands and creating inconvenience for road users. And then the person also adds a picture where, you know, the headline of the Kenya arrest, 270 protesters were arrested. And so Woody Maya comes and says, I was definitely not expecting a wise comment from you, considering your cover photo.
No, wait. So he posed free the citizens and that there's not what we should be focusing on or whatever. And someone comes to comment what? It happened in your wife's
country. So, like basically, you know, like we're doing, like when it happened in your wife's country.
You see why I say these people would never take us seriously?
That is the thing. Wait, so now Woody says,
because it happened in his wife's country and it's happening here, so have we not wise? Have we not learned? We saw what happened there. We saw the lives that were lost, innocent people who lost their lives. Should we wait till it happens here? Exactly. And see, I always say that the people who incite and instigate these things online are the ones who will not come out.
No.
They will just incite you, and then you carry yourself and go out there and you'll be found wanting. They'll be laying down or lounging in the comfort of their homes.
Exactly.
Spewing gibberish.
Let me tell you why they are saying Woody is being very disrespectful. So when you check the guy's cover photo, the cover photo happens to be one of the people standing for the presidency right now, which happens to be the current vice president, Bawumia. And, people are now saying, oh, are you attacking him or you're insulting Bawumia? Basically, like Bawumia cover photo, and because of the cover photo, you are not expecting anything sensible. Why are you trying to tell people who are following Bawumia and in Sembebre? So now they are firing Woody Maya for that particular comment.
How and when would we stop politicizing every single thing? I can tell you for a fact that if there are two gobe sellers, and they each belong to a different political parties, when you buy from Gobesela A or B, you'll be automatically politicized to belong to this party or that. Oh God.
It's so frustrating. I mean, it is super frustrating. It makes no sense.
Forget everything. Did the post Wodimaya make? Did they warrant the answer or the reply that came? That you're saying this, it happened in your wife's country. So what? So it's normalized that it should happen here. That peaceful protest should end up
exactly. Like the person hasn't even heard anything that is happening with this protest. Now let me tell you something that happened with this protest as well. An extra thing. This one too, it will make you ball. Now, Kwesi Botre Jr., which happens to be an MPP communication team member, the communication team member, went on national TV and said that, these people were arrested because the National Ambulance people said that they blocked the road to 37 into 10 people died in their ambulances because they couldn't.
Ambulances?
10 people died because they had blocked the way to the hospital. Only for Belamundi to call the National Ambulance this thing, and then they said nobody. There was nothing like that. And this is the wrong information that is being pushed out to market women, to anybody who would dare to listen.
Can these people stop talking? Like, why do they feel the need to come out and say stuff? If you are not
because
sure,
they have
why
to
do
sell
you
it
say stuff?
You see, they have to sell it so it looks like the protesters were actually doing something wrong.
Okay, fine. Now we found out that he lied. What is
national TV?
What are his people doing? Are they going to continue to have a liar on their team?
It's going to be
just to propagate
as usual. What? Exactly, because he's lying for them.
Oh my God.
He's lying for them. But you see, that's the thing. Whether you're MPP, whether you're NDC, whether you're CPP, whether you're PQD, whatever you are Ghanaian. Ghana is for all of us. Galamsey would hurt every single one of us, whether you're getting money from it, whether you're not getting money from it. People can't get drinking water. Taps are not flowing because of this issue. People are falling sick because of this issue. Our foods are getting poisoned because of this issue. And then people get up and then go and say this thing and stand up for us, who some of us can't even stand up and go and say these things. And then you arrest them and arrest the people who are even just standing by the roadside who have nothing to do with this. And then what? And, the police people who are...
we were allowed to protest in this country. Peaceful protest for that matter. And you see, that's why I always say that don't give them a reason. No matter what.
Listening to everything that's happening, people are now saying that these people were arrested because when they blocked the road, police was standing there. When they did so and so, police was standing there. But then the arrest usually always happened after we saw the party flags being burnt. So is it because of the party that they are being arrested, or is it because of the country that they are being arrested? And then some of the charges that they've charged them with: unlawful assembly, unlawful damage, offensive conduct.
Find them, let them pay for it. No, wait.
The one that baffled me is the assault on police officers where they touched officers. Where? We have seen videos upon videos upon videos. But we haven't seen one video where a police officer was being assaulted. Why this? Why all this?
I don't want to talk.
Why?
I don't have anything nice in my mouth right now. So let me respectfully just not comment.
Honestly.
Because make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's not making sense.
All I would say is the youth of the land. You're seeing what's happening.
Yes.
You're seeing everything that is happening.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, everybody has gone in hibernation, so to speak. No words, no comments, nothing.
Exactly. Conveniently.
Nothing. But few weeks ago, we were hearing, oh, this person is doing this and that and that, and I will do this and that and that when you vote me. This person says this and the other comes to counter. Now we need them to speak. We need whoever says they'll do better to come out and just say something. But there's nobody.
Silence.
Nobody. I just make your choice.
People in prison not eating, not drinking
Decide
water.
For
Do you
yourself.
know how after how many days the body breaks down after not having water? Pregnant woman. And
yesterday I saw a video of a young guy who was saying they had called him that his sister was unwell.
Yes.
And that he should come now.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
And he can't find his sister.
Yes.
He keeps asking and
She's
no information.
diabetic.
Should anything happen to the sister? You see,
Theo, that lady, that sister is diabetic and asthmatic and also has a slight case of glaucoma as well. So imagine that person is in cells, no food, no water, diabetic and asthmatic. Then what happens? If she goes into shock right now, what are we going to do? It's not as if our hospitals are any better.
God forbid, should anything happen, nothing would truly happen. Should anything happen to this lady, the family would just have to, it happened, we are sorry, and that will be it.
I know.
Sadly
so. That would be it.
Sadly, because who do we even hold accountable for these things? Who?
No.
I've been wondering since yesterday when I went on X and I saw the severity of the issue. I'm like, wait, do we have human rights activists in this land? I hear that now lawyers are running around trying to help. And even that, they are not making it easy for them.
And the lawyers don't even know what their clients are.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even about their clients. Now, any lawyer at all is just trying to, more like a pro bono case, trying to just be there, and be helpful, because these are good-minded people who just stepped out to seek for what is rightfully ours and to speak up for the betterment of the land for us all.
Yep.
And I hear that, there's a revolution coming up. A serious revolution. They should just they should watch the space. This is not a threat or anything, but I mean, and now I know that CNN has interest in it.
Yes.
And so, we are going to get somewhere.
Yeah.
This is what you want towards elections. This.
Let the international people carry it, and then everybody, like, wind go blow, make everybody see foul. So, that is what's happening. It's sad. However, I've heard that some of them they say the cells now are mass, so they are taking them to Insawam.
No, like on
Insawam. Since here in Insawam, they are holding for protesting, for standing on the road, for going to church, for being a mate. You're going to Insawam. And there's a guy who is missing. There's a big guy. Have you seen that Glenn Sam?
Yeah, a lot
the
of them.
And a lady as well.
I saw a number of names.
Yes, they are missing. It was recorded that they were sitting inside a police car. It was recorded that they were going. But all of a sudden, now we can't find them. They didn't go to court. Nobody knows where they are. Where are they? At least account for them.
This morning, I saw a tweet that said, so I think it's from a Nigerian who lives in Ghana, and the person said, I don't know if it's a he or a she, said they have a fear that Nigeria is about to happen in Ghana, because this is exactly how it happened out there, and the police would just I don't want to say it with my mouth.
But you see, that has been, when I say this, people look at me funny. But then I saw it when it was happening in Nigeria, and I'm seeing the same thing. It's like deja vu.
It won't happen.
But what can't? Is happening.
No, it won't get there.
We are praying so. But I say Nigeria didn't wake up and become Nigeria.
Don't worry,
Nigeria, it took progress, slight progress.
It won't get there. We just have to.
From politicians chopping money to now snakes swallowing money.
We just have to get to the point where we get serious and have a uniform front and a voice.
I hope that happens.
Where people are no longer selfish and do not start agendas because of what they expect to get, because they know that once I spearhead this, I'll be asked into the chambers and probably
chamber of
that
what?
and that. And then now when the people come out and they call or ask questions about when are we doing this, now is questions that do not have answers. And I just hope that we are able to get to that point where we realize that, you know what, the land is tired.
If someone is looking to be in the chambers of what? You want to be in the chambers to rule you
didn't get what I meant.
I did.
What did I mean? But, what chambers do you think I'm referring to? Okay. You didn't get me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They are okay.
No. It's not arrest chambers. You still don't get it.
He's the one who threw me. Okay.
Then both of you're not here with me.
No, but you see, what I was going to say is basically against, like, you know, the people who think that they are doing this. What is the end game? You're the president of a country, a failed country, or you're in charge, or you're an MP of a failed country? Those are not who
I'm talking about or referring to.
Okay.
I'm talking about those who start the agendas. Let's do this. Let's stand up. Let's push this agenda on social media in person. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, after they have gain the trust of the people and everybody is rallying behind them, they just disappear because they've been invited into a chamber and they've given those are the things I'm talking about.
Okay, I see that.
When we become one and they are invited into the chambers and they tell them that, oh, this is why you called me, then let me call all the millions or 500,000 youth who are on this agenda with me. Let me bring them all in, and then you tell us all what you just told me, and what you're willing to give it to all of them.
Us. Yep.
Then we'll be doing something right. Then they will know that, you know what, the people have now become united, and so it is them against us now.
Yep.
But if it's us against us and not them against us, then it becomes difficult to fight because they know that Ngozi has started something. Don't worry. Let her build it up. Let her. She's almost at the pinnacle. Call Ngozi for a meeting, and that's the end of it. Now everybody that Ngozi got to believe in her vision, in her agenda, and everything. Now they are just hanging on and don't. They are literally in a limbo.
Yep.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. It's simple. Anyway. Hopefully it is all right, and hopefully we get back on track, and hopefully we remember who we are, because I think Ghana, we are forgetting who we are. We are forgetting the power that we have. We are forgetting everything about our identity, and it's very sad. Anyways, moving on to Nigeria, my other home. My other home that I am hoping that my chosen home will not be like. I've run from one house. Please, you people, do not let me run from Ghana. I beg you. It won't happen. I beg you, because these are my only two homes.
Because stop saying it now. It won't happen.
Okay, let's enter Nigeria. Now, Nigeria issue. What did they have for Nigeria? Wahala. Big wahala. And hopefully, Oforiwa says this won't happen, so I am hoping that this will also happen here in Ghana. Now, what's happening in Nigeria? Bobriski, I'll sound kokantokwa. Fight where you know if fight. Bobriski, hello. Like the Nigerian cross-dresser, Bobriski, our very own Bobriski cross-dresser who went to jail for spraying money in Nigeria. I spoke about this.
Is the person a she or he?
Is a she male.
Does that?
Yeah. He's a he. Bobriski is a man.
Bobriski is a man.
Bobriski na
okay.
man. Who happens to say to he feels
but
like...
are you sure if he was sitting right next to you, you could have said he's a man? You could have told him he's a man.
Ngozi. I'll tell you. Okay. Now, man, you be, if you know, be man, come out clogged. Anyway, but then, because obviously I respect people's choices and every other thing, we refer to Bobriski as a she. But then we all know the truth. But he's a man born man who wants to be a woman, so he's done some body modifications and stuff. But so then
he's trans.
He's trans, yeah.
So then he's not a man.
He's trans. No, but he still has his bits, his male bits.
He told you.
He said, "You let's carry on."
Well, yeah, because
no, he okay.
Because the one I know is the mommy of Lagos.
With mommy,
and she is a woman. A beautiful, gorgeous woman, according to her.
You heard that, Tani bro? Who is your bro?
Yeah, I've heard that. So I'm surprised.
Anyway, our bro sis, Bobriski, Bobo Biz boy. Anyway, what happened with Bobriski? So let me just run it down. Bobriski, when he was charged by the EFCC, which is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria, for spraying money. Basically, they say spraying money or naira is wrong, and Bobriski did that, and then he was arrested. We all saw how it played out. He was supposed to go to jail for 6 months, but then
he's back from jail, right?
Yes, he's back from jail now. Before when the whole thing started off, one of the counts that was added to his charges, or something he was charged with, was money. There be money laundering. Okay. Money laundering. But later on, we found out that that part was dropped. It was now the defacing the naira because of the spraying. So that's why he went for 6 months. Okay, so now how did all this yawa happen? Bobriski, when he was in jail, needed some money, so he had to call a friend to borrow some money, which was like 4 million naira, a lot of money. Why did he need this money? We don't know. He was basically using it for some things during the sentencing time. Anyway, now this person that he lent the money to, lent from. Okay. I train my main train. You know how people are when they need money. Oh, I need this, and then finally
is a billionaire.
Thank you.
According to him,
I will get there. Now,
you don't have time.
I know. I'm rushing it. So Bobriski has collected money enter bank account. Bobriski has settled. The alpha they give me my money. Bobriski say what? After all, what? Am I the first person to owe you money? Am I the first? The guy is like, yo, when you needed help, I helped you. And the reason why I need this money is I'm using it to buy a house in Nigeria. This person is in America. I'm using it to buy a house in Nigeria. You know why? You promised you'll be paying by this time. What's up? Pay me my money. Kasa bebre. I will do. I know get. Give me who get. I know get. Me be basically. Then the person now comes up and says, you know what? You have 24 hours to give me my money. That's where Bob vexed. Bob say, you can't ask me for anything. Like, how dare you? The effrontery. How can you give me time limit on top of my own? Exactly. Like, how can you give me time? Who you be? You can take it anywhere. Do your worst. Blah, blah, blah. The guy say, bet. And then he went to Very Dark Man. And even Bobriski in the text was like, you can even go to Very Black Man. After all, I am shameless. I will fight you. Blah, 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 blah. So he went to Very Black Man. Now, Very Black Man also gave Bobriski time and said, you know what? You have 1 day. Do this. Bobriski no do. Very Black Man just dropped one video.
Very Dark Man and a Black Man.
A very, very dark black man. Bobriski said, so now Very Dark Black Man dropped one video. Bobriski has paid the money. Now what is in that video that made Bobriski pay the money? Look, Bobriski is just talking, saying how, you know, this whole thing where he was arrested started because he was giving the most beautiful dressed lady from some event. So it started as jealousy, and that almost say, and that he doesn't even know who to trust because he doesn't know who sets him up. That some of the questions they were asking is how he was able to afford the house that he bought based on, you know, and he said, you know, my Facebook, they pay me. That's how I was able. And then he now says that's why they were looking into him for money laundering. So he's like, how would they drop the money laundering part? They say EFCC people, EFCC them, which is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, say pay 15 million naira, we will drop this charge. So we saw that charge dropped. Nobody say we no see him, we see him. It was dropped. And then he went to court for the money for the spraying part. Then he said when they were now taking him to cells, everything, his godfather called, and the godfather called the Controller General of the Nigerian prisons in Abuja and said, you know what, you will not enter that cells. Wait for me. And they just took her to like a very plush apartment, and you're like, you know what, stay here. Don't come out. Don't let anybody see you.
So
we got
police guarding her.
She was fine.
Guarding him.
What
is this confusion?
So he was in the house just chilling for the 6 months, and then came out and acted like, then release him from prison. So the whole, this thing, now EFCC is calling Bobriski back for questioning. Like, yo.
Wait. So Very Dark Man released the information about the EFCC. It was a call, taking 15 million naira from Bobriski. Yes. And how did Fowl's name come up? Because I know that Bobriski tried to borrow money from Fowl's, 3 million naira, and Fowl's did not.
Yeah, what happened was Fowl's father, Fowl's father is a lawyer. And so Fowl's connected Bobriski to his dad, saying, they should try and get like a pardon. You understand? So that it will be scrubbed off the records completely. Like, you still do your jail time, but then after you come out, it should not be on the record just for future purposes. And that is why Fowls is now under fire. But then, honestly, when you check it,
why
Fowls
should he even be under fire?
Fowls should not be under fire because he just connected his father, and this is what his father does. Is business, basically. He's done what he's supposed to do. Nigeria now, they are angry. The people are angry because they feel like, are you saying the prisons is for the poor man? The rich person there, make it go lounge. You people will come and do action film in our face and tell us, the person is going to cells.
The governor of whatever prisons who did that, who put across that call to ensure that he did not go to jail. So take your frustration to him. Why involve Fowls and his dad, whose only obligation, or who were only trying to ensure that after you have done your jail time, they didn't determine where you're going to do your time. But after your time is done and everything, we will try and get it off of your track or your record, so it's not there, so that in future it doesn't affect you in any business dealings whatsoever.
Exactly. That's all Fowls did. That's all Fowls did.
And I bet you if he did not try to put the try to make that connection or try to assist as well, you would have come for him as well.
Exactly.
See, you can't please human beings. There's nothing you can do to please them.
Yeah, just live your life. So that's what's happening in Nigeria. And guess what? Bob finally actually paid the money.
So if you knew he was going to pay it,
you knew, and then you had all these people. Now they are dragging all these people. They are now looking, and now more wahala for Bob,
and
because
the Very Dark Man Ankasano, where does he get all those things from as well?
That guy now wish.
No be winch matter.
Now winch to me, that's what I like. You know what? Very Dark Man, I think no be winch matter, like you said. Very Dark Man says his page is basically for exposing these celebrities who use their power or their fame to bully the small ones.
That's not just what he does.
That's not just what he does, but that's one thing that he does, because some of these people, like Bob, when the whole text message thing was going on between the Bob and the person who lended him the money, when he gave Bob 24 hours to pay the money, Bob changed it to blackmail. And I was like, and when you entered Lagos and you touched me, did you even give me money? Did you, so he would have, exactly. So he would have used that and say, this guy's touched me sexually and didn't pay me, and would have used that against him. So the guy's saving grace is that recording of Bob. You understand? That was the guy's saving grace, and now he's gotten his money back. But now EFCC has called Bob again for more questioning. Bob and Very Dark Black Man for more questioning, because Very Dark Black Man actually dropped just half of one tape. So he has
calling him for questioning.
And so he has to go and play the other tape.
He's been to prison before. He's been to jail, right?
Yeah, he's Nigeria people.
Anyway.
You know how it is. Anyways, yeah, so that is all I have for Word on the Street today.
Thank you.
You're
You.
welcome.
And also, I am inviting or once again informing you guys that there's something beautiful happening in Koforidua.
Hey.
The police training